maybe, just maybe, God is allowing pressure in your life as a thorn in your side to keep you humble and reliant on God, to say, God, I trust you with this thing. Because if you didn't have this pressure being allowed on you and it was teaching you to trust in God fully, you wouldn't need God in the first place. And we tend to blame God on many things in our life and think, man, God, you suck. Why don't you take this thing away? You know, God took away my anxiety, but there's other things he hasn't taken away from me. And I'm like, God, why don't you take this thing away from me? But every day I realize, man, I need this thing in my life, this thorn, to keep me humble and reliant on God. And maybe it's a hard thing to hear. Maybe it's a hard thing to talk about, but maybe the reason that God is allowing the pressure in your life is so that you keep leaning on him and not yourself, because every time you lean on yourself, you blow your whole freaking life up. So maybe your but God shouldn't be, but God, why are you allowing this to happen to me? But maybe it should be, but God, thank you that I can trust you and love you and that you deal with these things for me and you give me wisdom and you give me strength and you give me peace. Maybe that's how we should reframe it. And instead of looking at the mountain of issues, of things to do, of pressure, of confrontations in your life, maybe look to heaven, not straightforward at the mountain. Look to heaven and say, God, give me wisdom and let me not look at the mountain and be intimidated, but let me look at your feet and give me step by step on how I deal with this.